Good afternoon. I am here in the rather grand setting of Oran Moore's Auditorium with Ella Hickson, the writer of Soup, which opens on the 8th of March in Oran Moore before going to Travers. Hi Ella. Do you want to tell us a wee bit about Soup, the inspiration and the theme?
Where it came from?
Yeah.
Soup is a three-hander. It's about a family, a father, a son and a mother. The mother is a minister who has to go off and do the Holy Night service on Easter Saturday, so she leaves these two men alone in the house for the evening. And both of them have their secrets, and both have got big things going on for different reasons, but that father-son struggle of not really having the vocabulary, and it leads to a bit of drinking, a lot of shouting, some serious line dancing.
Brilliant. I'm looking forward to line dancing.
So yeah, it's a comedy, but it's about redemption and also about the impact of technology on today's family unit. So lots of things going on in there.
Lots of things, yeah. And obviously it's part of our series of co-productions with the Travers, and you are currently the emerging playwright in residence at the Travers.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. How long have you been there, and how's it going? What does that mean?
What does it mean to be emerging? Always emerging, never emerged. It started in October, so I ran October to October, 1 year. And it basically means that the Travers has taken me within their lovely grasp and they're sort of just looking after me essentially. So dramaturgical sort of work on the plays I'm writing, and just support from Dominic and from the whole team, resources, readings, that kind of thing. And just feeling like I'm part of the gang, which actually is I think wildly underrated when people are starting out when they're writing, because I think it's a lonely thing.
It can be really lonely, yeah, I guess, when you're starting out if you don't
have a gang. So it's just really nice. I mean, a lot of my friends obviously just start into a profession, they all have work lives, so it's nice to feel part of a family. Oh. The Travers family.
The Travers family.
With our cousin, Oran Moore.
Yeah. Good analogy. And prior to that, you had two plays that were very successful on Edinburgh Festival, different years.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about those. Did you direct them and produce them yourself as well? Is that right?
Yes, this play Soup is actually the first thing I haven't directed myself, so it's all very exciting. First play I ever wrote was 8, and it was 8 monologues, and it went up at the Edinburgh Fringe 2008, hence called 8, and it was sort of a State of the Nation sort of group portrait of my generation. And that won Best of the Edinburgh Festival at a Fringe first, and we went to New York and then to the West End.
Wow.
Yep. And then Precious Little Talent opened last year, and again a three-hander about a family, and actually one of the main parts of Precious Little Talent is in Soup as well, which is nice. That opened at the Fringe and again did very well, which was lovely. And we're just negotiating a bit of a transfer at the moment to hopefully go down to London with that as well in the autumn. So all very exciting stuff. Yeah. And
in the future, are you looking to do more writing, directing, producing? Or are you quite happy to write and then hand it over? I
don't know, it's been amazing. I mean, Natalie, the director, is incredible, and we're living together as well, so there's a kind of wonderful holiday camp feel to the play. Just wait with open arms for the actors to come in every day. It's lovely. Natalie's great, and the cast is great, so it is nice being part of a system where you're not totally in control, because both 8 and Precious Little Talent I directed and produced. So it was kind of juggling all the balls at the same time. But I do that because I'm a bit of a control freak. So handing over has issues of its own. I have to sit on my hands and tape my mouth shut. But it's all in good service, because the people that are dealing with it are wonderful and probably better than I am. We'll see in the future. I'd quite like to direct a bit more of my own stuff, but I think it's a tricky one. You want to do a bit of both. The next thing is a big thing. So.
Oh yeah.
Plans afoot. Lots, It's called Holding Ground. It's going to be set on an oil rig, and there's a big old cast. It's lots of men on an oil rig, and some women. It's very much in the development process. But I give myself a cheeky little Fringe show every year, so I will always direct and produce my Fringe show. It's the promise I've made myself. So then I can, whatever happens elsewhere, I can go with the flow.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Would you ever be interested in directing somebody else's writing, or
I was thinking about that yesterday, actually. I really would love to. I really enjoy directing, and I really it fascinates me as a process. I've now looked at the work of a lot of different directors and been in the room, and it does really interest me how it operates. So yeah, I'd definitely like to. It's just finding, I think in the theatre industry you're quite quickly pigeonholed.
Yes.
And breaking out of that kind of, it means everything goes slower, essentially, unless you pick your specialty. So you just have to be a bit careful about what you're doing. But yeah, definitely. I'll find a passion project and direct
Direct it.
Yeah,
Good.
that's what I'll do.
Look forward to that. Thank you very much.
No problem at all.